Howdy everybody, Crapshoot Clint here. I'm going to do a quick recap of where we're at so far versus the information that I got that led me to try this in a more in-depth and studied manner. So the red and green that are in the box numbers are Christmas. This is the data that I've collected over the previous 360 rolls, the 10 sessions that I've chronicled and logged and put into the books. So the data is also very similar to what I saw in my last 720 rolls that I put together. So our fours were showing to be 12 below the standard deviation. And for each of the book, it goes in steps of 20. So aces and midnight, those are 20 and 40, 60, 80, 100, and then red is 120. That's how the pyramid pans out. So at this point, I should have rolled 34s. I've only rolled 18. So that's minus 12. And then for my last 720 rolls, I was minus 22. So parallels. Minus 1 here, minus 4 total. Plus 6, plus 3, plus 3, plus 2, plus 8, plus 20. So if I'm throwing this set, I should expect to see 6s, 8s, and 9s. Looking at red, I'm 1 under. I was 5 under for here. So I had 115 total. And at this point, I've thrown 59. Positive for aces, again, 4 so far this, and 2 on the last one. Plus 1 on midnight and 2 extra. This is my anomaly here, is the yo. It's the only one that's showing different. I'm showing minus 3 for this first 10 sessions I've thrown looking at 2, 4, 5, 1 exactly, but it says that I was 6 positive overall. 2 less yos, 2 less ace deuces here, and 9 less for the last session. So it's looking promising that this data still mirrors this data, which means if I get into the casino, then that'll probably be what I'm going to see. So I'm going to work to clear this up. And then from there, we'll go ahead and get started with the next set of rolls. I'll just stick all these right here for the time being. And like I said, if you have any questions on it, you can comment. And then I'll do my best to try to explain it. Like I said, I'm new to this data mining focused session. So bear with me. I do find validity in determining all of this. And I am mildly surprised that it all still kind of pans itself out in the exact same direction that it did before. So whenever I get to 1440 rolls, I should see the next set of similar results, which should tell me that in the long haul of going to the casino, the long haul of shooting on live fantasy craps, this repeatability shows a little bit of influence over the dice. And like I said, if there's any way that you could find a small advantage, understanding that this set throws this or this set doesn't, then that's the best way I know to show that you have that repeatability. The main thing that I'm trying to figure out is there any nuances here? And I'm trying to remove any gambler's fallacies that I may have. So by looking at this 1,440 total rolls, I'm hoping to see if my throwing technique produces this measurable effect. If I can show that, again, I'm minus 20 off of a roll combination that should give me 60, and you're 30-40% less than that over the long run and over the long average, that we can have this consistent physical process appear, so it doesn't look like it's statistical correction or it's something that quote unquote balances itself out. I just want to make sure that this physical process I'm doing will result in the results I'm looking for. Hope that helps. All right, so without any further ado, we'll start throwing and seeing what results we can make. And like I said, I'm really encouraged about using this as an anything but four strategy, where you would lay the four and then go across with your box numbers, get a couple hits and come down. Then you can pull your lay down off of your four. Now you're shooting with casino profits. And anytime that you can shoot more consistently and know that you have that, it'll just make you better overall. So here comes shot number one. Probably need the rest of those blues. Two, 4, 6. Get my worksheet up so I can continue to collect these for my single session results. So it's a 2, 4, 6. It says that out of that shot, my right die was off axis, so right is red. 2, 4, 5, 1. Hard 6. Now we remember that these right here were going to be plus. We're looking for that one down here to be minus. All the other ones were right at statistical even. Shot number 3. Two, 4, 6. Again, that's another one of our expected green numbers. This right die is off axis on all 3 of my last shots. 2, 4, 5, 1. Hard 8. Yep, that right die is showing a 4 and a 3 every shot. So understanding that, then you know that a hard way set would be really beneficial to throw right now. Shot number 5. 2, 4, 5, 1. Hard 10. So that says that I double pitched my left dice, which what that basically means is if it's here, it'll tip 2 more times, and this will be your new top facing. 2, 4, 5, 1. Five, 6, yo. Remember, that was the only one that didn't show any consistency at all from the last 720 to this 360. So my left side was off. So blue is my left. 2, 4, 5, 1. And so basically, whenever we're talking off axis, on axis, you're looking for a 2, a 4, a 5, or a 3 on this die, on the 2, 4 side. So on the 5, 1, you're looking for a 1, a 5, a 6, or a 2. Hard 6. And that was shot number 7. Shot number 8. 2, 4, 5, 1. Ooh, all up the wall. 1, 6, 7. So left die was off axis on that shot. With the sets that I use, it appears that one die off axis isn't all that detrimental. That was shot number 8, looking for 9. 5, 1, 6. Oh, 1, 5, 6. I'm sorry. Calling the blue dice first. So it's left side off axis. Shot number 10. 2, 4, 5, 1. 1, 4, 5. For this set, that means both die are off axis. That's one way that you get yourself in trouble sometimes, is that both dice off axis. 2, 4, 5, 1. 257. Primary top side hit. So that meant that the set that I set on top of my dice hit exactly as they were intended but not intended to. So my set's a 2-4-5-1. So the dice landed like that. Shot 12, first third. It's coming up. Hard 10. Shot number 12 is in the books, starting the second third. 2-4-5-1. One, 3, 4. So on roll number 13, a 4 appeared. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to completely get the 4 out of here, but I can work to see it less. I did have 64 log shots in between 4s starting in session 9 and going into session 10. So the trend seems to be continuing. One, 5, 6. That was a 1, 5, 6. 2, 4, 5, 1. It's a 3, 6, 9. That was supposed to be my highest total overall. Another primary hit. Think when I completed my last book, that was plus 20 on the 9. Hard 8. Two, 4, 5, 1. Six, 1, 7. Shot 18 coming up. Like I said, we're looking at right at deviation for the reds, so that'll be about 6. Two, 4, 5, 1. Had an old man moment. All right, so we're looking at 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm sorry, 6, 5, 4, 3. So looking for 3 red, somewhere in that area. And if we're under that, then that's exactly where we want to be. Then our short-term data will mirror our long-term data. 6, 4, 10. Got it up where I can see it a little better. I'm on shot 22. Wow. 4, 6, 10. Well, like I said, I've got to figure out this sequence. When I shoot normally for practice outside of this, I don't even use that counter. 3, 6, 9. Shot 23 coming up. 2, 4, 5, 1. Six, 4, 10. Sorry, 4, 6, 10. All right, last shot of this middle third. Using a 2, 4, 5, 1 dice set. One, 2, 3. Other thing I'm trying to do is make sure that my dice land right in this area. Bounce straight back to the back wall. And then don't cross this pass line. So I'm trying to give them just enough energy to get and satisfy the casino without making them roll all through the table tub. 2, 4, 5, 1. Starting the last third. Nice. If your dice don't feel right in your hand, set them down, regrip them. You may get a roll of the eyes from someone dealing or the pit boss, but a couple bucks for lack of a better term that I've heard one of my buddies use, a party foul tip. 1, 4, 5. Like I said, in situations, trying to determine situational shooting, I've got a list of the ones that worked the best the last time that I'll be able to compare notes with. 5, 3, 8. So roll 26. Roll 27. 2, 4, 5, 1. little short on my landing zone. 549. Sorry, 459. Two, 4, 5, 1. Two, 3, 5. I'm sorry, 3, 2, 5. Calling the blue first. Oh, shot 28. 2, 4, 5, 1. Six, 3, 9. 2, 4, 5, 1. I bet I didn't advance that counter again either. 5, 1, 6. Back wall leaner. See if I can nudge that off the wall. There we go. 1, 5, 6. Shot 31. This is the final half dozen. Hard 4. All right, I think we'll shot 13 to shot 31. Second hard 4, second 4 of the day. Two, 4, 5, 1. My data got a little bit skewed. Had to go back in and adjust the formula. 6, 5, yo. Shot 33. 2, 4, 5, 1. Three, 6, 9. All right. This is shot 34. 2, 4, 5, 1. 325. Had one slip out of my hand, then got lucky. Shot number 35. Two, 4, 5, 1. Five, 2, 7. That was a double pitch. 5, 2, 7. This is shot number 36. 2, 4, 5, 1. Midnight again. It's like the only things I didn't roll were aces. Why is that saying that my roll count's only 33? Huh. Unsure what happened there. It's only got me down for 33 rolls. So with my sample for small, it says I'm possibly random, just 1/100th of a percent under possible influence. That's probably an accurate statement. I still have a long way to go, but I think I'm making great progress. So 8.25 SRR. I'll have to get the rest of the three numbers there and figure out what's wrong with there. 6.25 BSR, 15 die, 1 off axis, 4 single pitches, 4 double pitches, 5 for both dice off axis as well as primary face hits. So if I was to go in, that is amazing. What set is that? Seeing a lot of 16.5s. Listen at a 3, 2, 2, 1 would yield a 33 SRR. And see, that's the one thing I'm doing with this is to find this one golden egg. So 3, 2, 2, 1, maybe something I need to keep my eye on going down the road. So I'll get this data inputted in real quick into my spreadsheet that I'm tracking everything on. For shooter 11. Got down to roll 393. 6.24 SRR, 4.24 BRR, BSR, and it's like 8.02 is my best long term. So 2451, where we were. This says that so far with where we're at, minus 13 on 4, plus 9 on 8, plus 8 on 6. So trending in the right direction. It showed the one I was expecting to be low to remain low, and the ones that I was expecting to be high seem to got a fair amount of hits off of those right here in the middle. Well, folks, this has been Crapshoot Clint, guaranteeing you'll never know what you're going to get from me yet. Bye.